Welcome to Fortune Forecast for the monthly tarot read for all my friends on the Zodiac wheel. I am Daisy Raisler, your tarot reader. Okay, so we're going to start with our fire sign Aries on the wheel, and we're going to see what Spirit reveals for this coming month. Okay, so the main thing that you're going to be dealing with is finally letting go of some issues that you've had. That could be in the relationships, but mostly there are some feelings that are finally coming to the surface and you're finally able to move forward. It looks like there were some issues from the previous month that kind of are still flowing in through into this month here. And now there's enough distance that you can begin to process this information and what actually transpired. And this is going to give you an opportunity to actually now start anew and start, fresh. And really it is allowing you to kind of go back into that I trust, and coming full circle into a whole new journey for yourself. And this is this brand new month for you. As we move forward to your finances and career, this is kind of showing upside down, but we will read it and move forward and see what's the obstacle here. It says money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion, building team, taking time off, and security. So as it's showing up in reverse, what we're looking at is that some of the worries that you still do have and looking to address this month is the flow of money. What is, how much can you earn, and how can you make what you're making work for you, and how can you continue to lose money that's stuck. So there could be some real estate transactions that are just not happening fast enough for you, and you may have to probably put in a little more time. The hard work is upside down, so it means that this month you're going to probably have to grind those wheels a little bit harder to make things happen. And, it says here take time off because it's in reverse. It means you don't have the luxury to take that time off because you are focused on making these things happen. And sometimes that's what life does offer. On the nature side, the cheetah, your animal spirit guide, is telling you get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So remember how it was showing up reversed. So the situation is that this is the situation is that before apparently something happened that you were not clear, but now this communication has happened and you can see things. And so now it's telling you, hey, you know what happened, what's the issue here, and now let's get serious about moving forward and setting our goals. So you may want to actually get yourself your journal or your plan book or an advisor or whatever it is, whatever level in the social economic level that you are. It's always the same. It doesn't matter if you're here or you're up there. It's still, the message is the same. You need to put yourself together. You need to get your goals all in writing, and you need to move towards them and set intention to make it happen. Let's see what the universal card is. Well, it says here, you can't even move forward into the relationships if you don't get these things cleared up. Apparently, there are some things that there might be a person of interest, but it's not now. This is not the time to move into that because you still have some unfinished business. And I wouldn't want to see you lose this opportunity. It doesn't mean that you can't, move in that direction. If you're finding that there's a what's it called? A block, it's because these things are slowly finally resolving themselves here. Apparently this had to be about an old relationship and you couldn't move forward until that was resolved. And then you've got this, what I thought was real estate or other things, business. This needs to get itself resolved. So you need to get your spirit of the cheetah back on and, go for things. But you need to set that wheel before all of this can begin to manifest. Okay. That is my Aries. Message received, message sent. Okay, so now let's go on to my friends, the Taurus, and see what Spirit reveals for my Taurus friend. Okay, Spirit is already speaking. So let's see what is here for that. Okay, so what is the next one coming up here? And let's see what reveals. Okay, so here we go, Taurus. And this is a very beautiful card, especially for my earth signs who are about family, who are about stability. And my Tauruses are all about, you know, organization and reaping the rewards of all that. And as you continue to focus on, you know, your career and your family, you're going to be not only physically, materially satisfied, but also knowing that your family is safe and knowing that your friends, you know, are there, that you can count on them. This is very important for my Tauruses. And so this is actually a beautiful month for you in that sense of what your focus is and what's the matter at hand. It's actually coming through saying, you know, continue your spiritual growth, your connection with God, your connection with Source. Listen to your intuition as you're making these decisions and understanding that there is a fine place, a balance that is needed so that you can continue to, you know, dive into the beauty of this fountain of information that comes from you, from this special relationship you have with God. So the blessings are here for you, my dear Taurus, and that's good. How does it look like in the money front? Well, isn't that interesting? It's showing a coffin, but the coffin is right side up. And what do we have here? Bad investments, financial challenges, savings, office work, night shift, a job ending. So here, it's really about looking at finalizing some things and looking at, you know, seeing things from a point of a challenge versus the dire situation of it. It's just another day at work. It's like, okay, how am I going to make this work for me? How am I going to, you know, maximize my savings? How am I going to, you know, make the best of this career? And, you know, do I need to, you know, continue to, do I need to get another job? Do I need, you know, looking at that? And it's just a message. It's not something to be dreading, oh, I made some bad investments. No, it's just looking at your investments and seeing how you can minimize anything that could potentially be making a bad investment at a time where the economy right now is looking at making, well, the federal government is looking at making some shifts in the rates. So you might just want to make sure that you're talking with your financial advisor about that before you sign anything. So what is your animal spirit guide tells you here? So it looks like we're working with the chimpanzee, and it says here, use both your intuition, bingo, and your intellect to solve the problem, to get answers to your questions. So again, we see this both here being repeated here as far as you want to protect your family from bad investments. You need to follow your gut before you sign anything, and your gut is guiding you true. Let's go into the universal message, divine timing. So the good thing is as you move through this month and you find yourself in any situation that you might think, oh, I'm not sure about this, but if you're following your intuition, which is confirmed here, you are again in God's time, and everything is going to work itself out for the better in the end, because as we can see that is the theme: stability, family, career, relationships, and friendships. So follow your intuition and know that everything is happening in God's time. Okay, the next friend on my wheel. The next friend on my wheel is Gemini. My Gemini friend, how are you? I hope everything is well for you. Let's take a look at what Spirit reveals to you for this month. And what is the main issue for you as you move forward through this month. And again, this is a general read, just kind of, hey, let's make sure that we take a look at these issues throughout the month. I do have my link below. If you need a personal reading, you can set that up. I will never reach out to you. You must reach out to me first, and I will respond to you, whether through phone, direct message, or email. But that is how the portal is set up. I do not reach out to you, but you reach out to me. Okay, so here we go, and let's take a look at what Spirit is going to reveal for you for this month ahead. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, it seems that, and I'm getting something that's happened from the past. It's coming to bite you now, and it looks like, you know, you may have a sense of betrayal on a personal level. This seems that it's a very personal thing that's happened, and you feel that the people weren't there, or the person was not there, and right now feel that sense of the month of March is like, you know what, I've been betrayed, I've been hurt, and I just need to kind of figure out how to get through and get out of this, you know, that depressive state that I may find myself in. So one of the things is that just realizing that is kind of the big takeaway for you, and know that, you know, you can find it inside of you to pull yourself out as you acknowledge these emotions that you're going through, because sometimes, you know, knowing what happened helps you get through it. Sometimes we're going through something and it hasn't revealed itself to us, but definitely you may find that this month of March is really dealing with some very old wounds from the past, and getting through it is probably just that one day at a time situation. Financially, okay, we've got the gears, you know, and this is upside down. So it looks like maybe this has to do with some money issue, some deal that happened. And I don't know if there was a breakup that you had, and then there was some issues with, you know, the real estate matters and the financial matter. And so the money flow was not there. So definitely look into this a little bit deeper and just work with being able to develop the trust again, even if it's with yourself, because sometimes we beat ourselves up worse than others do, and address these issues and nurture yourself, take care of yourself, so that, you know, you can deal with what's coming up ahead. Let's see what the spirit guide is revealing for you. Cheetah showed up again. What's the deal? Get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So something is holding you back. You know, your cheetah spirit is not there. You know, so don't allow this situation here to take away this ability that you have to move with fluidity, because, you know, my beautiful Gemini, you are a person of versatility, and I know that sometimes when you're hurt deeply, it's kind of takes you for a shocker, but go back and connect with that curiosity to life again. Go and find out, you know, with yourself. It's like, you know, let me put some plans in motion here. Let me put some things in writing. Let me be clear on what I want. I'm not going to allow, you know, what others are thinking about me, because this is like, you know, you're getting stabbed in the back, and don't let what others say about you dictate what you know to be true about yourself and about the situation. And your angels are talking about enchantment. And so here we go, going about, you know, you can pull this out of yourself. You are the unicorn of the Zodiac, you know, and you are full of magic, and you can get through this month. It definitely looks like a tough month for my beautiful Geminis, but you know what? I believe in you, and I believe in your ability to tap into deeper resource in yourself to get yourself out of this mire and this muck, and don't let the he said, she said, and the gossip, you know, get you down, whether it's at work or whether it's your friends. Don't let that happen. Okay, we're moving on to my friend on the wheel, Cancer. My water sign, Cancer. Okay, what does Spirit reveal for my Cancer? Okay. What does Spirit reveal for Cancer? Let's see what's in store. Cancer. Okay, my Cancer. Okay, so you're going to come into this month with a lot of opportunities and people coming at you with things, you know, and I don't want to say that it's troubles, it's just a lot to take in. And, you know, sometimes some months are slow and some months are hard, but this particular month, you know, I'd rather have more options than no options. So as you move with this, you're going to be confronted with things about relationships. You're going to be confronted with issues about your own spirituality, about projects and ideas, about travel, about real estate opportunities, and just luck. And these things are there, and it's like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm at a buffet. You know, as long as you have the awareness that, you know, taking the moments as they come and not allowing them to overwhelm you, you will be fine. Let's see if, yeah, this is true. Okay, so exactly as I was saying, as long as you take each moment one by one and not let them all get you, but just magnify and focus on one at a time and just kind of, you know, balance, you know, the situations and take a look. Is this going to help me, or is this just going to be something that's going to take away from me, you know? So take a look at each one. Don't, just because somebody else is rushing you doesn't mean that you need to be rushed, you know? Other people's problem is not your problem. So just sometimes you're just going to have to listen. Okay, on the money front and career, coins upside down. Ooh, let's see what this means. Be sure that whatever deal you're going to accept and get involved in is not one that's going to take advantage of you, because that's one thing I'm sensing here, is that you may be involved in a deal right now. There could be a possibility, and when the economy and the government is acting a certain way, it puts people into a state of frenzy and an awareness, and it brings out a lot of the scammers. So be careful that you're not going to be hoodwinked and that your money is not going to flow out based on some deal that you thought was a good investment and may not be. This card is showing upside down, so this could not be a good investment. It might be a bad investment. It could be money going out. It could be wealth, you know, leaving you. It could be a business opportunity that just does not work, or, you know, that raise that you thought you were going to get, you're not going to get. So see things in the moment and don't jump into the future that's not there yet. Your spirit guide, what is revealing to you, is the turtle. Definitely slow and steady wins the race. There is no one is running to the finish line. We all know that what's going to be the outcome. We just don't know when. You know, we know that we all come with an expiration date. So we don't have to be worried about that. Just take things slow. You are too fragmented. So I love how it says it. Do whatever it takes to get grounded. Too fragmented. Come on. Look at these cards, how they're talking. So definitely slow down, my beautiful, beautiful Cancer. And the messages. Enchantment again. The unicorn, magic, miracles, believe. So do not go into that state of anxiety. Do not, you know, move, oh my God, and no pining, no wanting. What is important with my beautiful Cancer is that you are that which you believe you are. And so make sure that your mind is delivering that to your heart. And make sure that you have all your centers aligned so that you can make better decisions. Okay, so definitely a lot of choices, a lot of decisions, and you need to stay focused and be that magic unicorn that you are. So, wow, I'm actually surprised that that card actually showed up back to back to two of my signs on here. Okay, let's move on now to my fire sign, my Leo. Okay, what do we have here, Leo? What will Spirit reveal to my Leo in this new month? Okay, Leo. Leo. What will be revealed to you this month, Leo? Okay, let's see what is happening here. Okay, Leo. Okay, you know what? Sometimes you can be a little bit, what is it called? Stubborn. You know, just going at it. You know, you just want everything, and you know what? You know, want to spend things, and you know, just live the big life. But you need to temper things down. This is about you know, going through a test, and this month may be testing that for you. This month may be testing that you know, it's time to pull in, to temper your needs, to temper your wants, to temper those little urges you get, and to really make a commitment to see what you can do with less. And I'm not saying that you can't live the big life, but what I'm saying through this message that's coming for you, as you can see, is just sometimes in life we need to pull things back a little bit so we can appreciate the great things that are coming ahead. So let's see what's showing up. Yeah, and it looks like you don't really want to do that, you know, and it's important that you do. But as you do this, you know, the world's not, you know, there's no conspiracy against you. It's just that you need to conspire with the world and make things happen for you, because you do have the resources and you are of well body, and you can. So definitely an interesting month for you, challenging you to actually work with yourself a little bit more in a level that you haven't done so in a long time. So candle, yes, I love this. S is ambition, taking action, hustle, manifest money, management. It says here high rank, visibility, and athletic. So when it comes to that, as you exude a little self-control, you're going to find out that you're going to be able to have the singular light that comes from that one candle. And you know that they say that one candle lights many. So as you do this kind of soul searching and coming back to what matters, to what's important, you're going to be able to actually become more focused in the area of, you know, manifesting money and the area of leadership. And so that is really such a Leo thing, you know, to be at the top or to be in a place where, you know, he is or she is lighting the way for others. Okay, let's see what your spirit animal says. Dog. Okay, well, we're talking about loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. So when we look at this message here from the dog, it really is a little bit about giving more to others, because at this point it's right side, it's upside down. If it was right side up, this message would be for you. But you know what? This message, the way it's coming, it's here. You've been looking out for yourself. It's time now to look out for others. This is not just about you. There are other people in your life that depend on you, and that loyalty can go a little bit further when they know that you care for them too. So the light will light others. So just know that there's enough light. You know how many candles one candle can light? Yeah, go for it. And what is your universal message? Abundance. Okay, so now I'm getting a bit bigger picture here for you. I'm getting the bigger picture here. So the bigger picture is you need to temper yourself, and you may be thinking that there isn't enough to go around, and that's kind of why you want to repress things a little bit. But understand that the one candle can light many others, and that as you do that and think about others and not yourself, not thinking, oh, it's just, you know, I've really got to, hoard things and I've got to, keep it to myself. No, you need to release that, because abundance is there. One seed, one apple seed will yield so many more apples, which will contain so many more seeds. Think about that concept as I close out, Leo. Okay, next one up is going to be my Virgos, my Virgo friend. How are you, Virgo? How are you doing? Hopefully this month will yield a lot of good things for you. So let's see where we're going with Virgo. My Virgos are about perfectionism, and they like to overanalyze things. So let's see what's happening with this Earth sign. Where are you, Virgo? And where is this month going to lead for you? Where is it going to lead? Okay, let's see where things are going to fall for the Virgos. My Virgo friend, how are you? And if you've got any questions, comments, things that you'd like me to bring, you know, let me know. If I see a universal theme popping up in the comment section, I'll go ahead and try to address it as I continue to grow the channel and grow with you. Okay? So leave your comments. Let me know you were here. Tell me what you think about this. Okay, here we go. Virgo. Okay, Virgo, this is a good month for you. There's a lot of things are going to be on the go, on the up and atom for my Virgos. A lot of good projects, a lot of good energy, and you know what? And a lot of enthusiasm. So I'm really excited about this for you. And definitely, if you were thinking about, you know, growing, you know, your team, growing your business, or, you know, expanding anything, or getting more education, or if you had a project or a plan, this is definitely a go for that. What's in it here? With emotions, it looks like there's going to be some little going in, and a relationship possibly is going to be budding in for my Virgos, my earth signs. So this is a really nice nice card here for my Virgos. When it comes to the money, little gold nuggets. I would love to get a little gold nugget. Listen, drop it in my post there, and I'll make sure to tell you how I enjoyed it very much. So there's going to be some small increases. It looks like that go ahead, whether it's in the relationship or not, but definitely in your money area. What I see here is investments, good information that's going to yield to money, and I like this honest assessment of your budget. I love the honest assessment. Sometimes, you know, we get into just into, like, I guess, an autopilot, but it's good to sit back down and take a look at our budgets, look at our spending, look at our investments, look at our savings, and just kind of regroup ourselves. So I think that this is a very good reminder for all my Virgos. It comes a career, it's talking about fresh start and, you know, steady work and career building. So all these focuses are really good with this go ahead sign of the month that you're going to have ahead. Your spirit animal is the walrus, and the walrus on right side says remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. In fact, that it was upside down, it just means that you haven't been paying attention to those signs, and now how I like how this is gonna come in, and definitely this message is coming through that you're going to be more intuitive and, you know, kind of really feel out at your gut what these emotions are coming in, what they're trying to tell you. And remember, signs are everywhere. Universe speaks because God is in everything. It could speak through a billboard, a song on the radio, a letter, a piece of paper that fell on the ground, a cloud that's moving really funny. Everything is how you are processing it in your feelings. So it is important that you listen to what your walrus friend is saying and begin to really come back to understanding and your intuition. Okay, what is the angel card telling you? Meditation. Wow, if these two cards aren't speaking, look at this. Even this guy right here, this person is at the tree meditating, contemplating, and as you sit still, you know, you get beautiful messages and spirit begins to guide you. So definitely a really good month ahead for my beautiful Virgos. Virgo, beautiful. Let's now move on to the wheel, and let's spin that wheel again, and let's see now what is being revealed for my next sign, which is Libra. My Libras, okay? My beautiful Libras, beautiful air sign Libra. Okay, let's see what Spirit reveals for Libra. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'll make sure that you do. That way you get some reminders from fortune forecasts. Because I do believe that each one of us has a vault of fortune inside of us. We just have to know how to decode it. Okay, Libra, what is ahead for you this month coming up, and what is being revealed to you by Spirit? Let's find out what is being revealed. Libra. My beautiful Libras are about balance and harmony, and everything that they do in their lives is always pushing them to either get into balance and create new levels of balance in their life. And that's what sometimes situations in life challenges my Libras to always seek balance and harmony. And that's what Spirit wants for all the Libras. Okay, so let's see what is being revealed for Libra. Okay, so we're seeing here an issue, and this is usually when I see this message here with Libra, there's this woman figure, or someone in the fire sign with this female energy. We're talking about the Sagittarius, the Leos, and the Aries. These people are going to be predominantly playing a role in your life, and it's important that you open up to this person who is trying to bring something of value to you. And this could be your mother, it could be an adult female in one of those areas who wants to bring a little bit of nourishing and wants to kind of bring, what's it called, the sense of family for you. And there might be something that you feel is kind of stopping here, or the sense that at this moment, maybe for you, what is it you want to ask yourself? What is it that you need to watch out? So it's really about tapping into your own intuition and to tap into this feminine side of you. And when I say this, it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. We both have these inside of us, and it doesn't matter if you're a female and you may not be all connected with all your female energy. So definitely it's asking you, Libra, to step into this awareness also of this beautiful energy that you do have, and to follow your intuition as well. But let's see how this is going to play out. Okay, well, we have this one here, and it's about tapping into this energy, and it looks like something in here is going to be coming for you in the regards of new beginnings, new investments, new opportunities. But also, I'm also getting a reading here, a message about health and this connection with this energy here. I'm actually getting a very strong reading about family for you. So just kind of, tap into that. And as you move forward through this month, besides that, so I'm getting that from a bunch of you, but it's also about developing a lifestyle that works for you and that allows you to feel comfort, to feel nourished. Okay, so you need to develop that. You need to work on this for the month of March, which is really coming to this grounding sense and this getting yourself into that groove that you feel nourished, that you feel validated, that you have this sense of harmony for yourself, and that things are going, working out for you. So work that through the month of March. As far as money, you got to take the mask off. Got to take the mask off. It says here, secret stash, save pennies, finding money. And it says theft here, so be careful that you don't get swindled. The careers talks about assistant, hidden potential, and unknown. So that's what I said. Take the mask off. Let us see your full potential. And I like how this talks about secret stash here. Well, the secret stash is not going to be secret anymore. The money's going to be coming in. You're going to have a little flow of cash for the month of March. And when it said pennies, I don't foresee that as being big money, but definitely money is going to be showing up for you. Your spirit animal is the spider. And right side up, it says, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. So it's talking about journaling, but I see that this is communicating even more than, the storytelling. Spiders love to, weave the webs. And it really is a beautiful message for you that's people want to hear that. They want to hear your story. They want to hear how you connect the dots, and people feel really comfortable with you. And I see that message in here showing up again. Remove the mask. Tell your story. People want to hear it. And the divine collective message for you. And I see that. See that? The harmony. I mentioned my Libras are about balance and harmony. You need to come back to harmony. You need to, ground yourself back and, let go of some of the things that inhibitions you may have. You'd be surprised how well you're going to start feeling as you come out of that shell. Okay, Scorpio next. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for Scorpio. Let's see what Spirit is going to reveal for my Scorpios. My Scorpios. Coming back to my water signs here. My Scorpios are full of passion and they are intense creatures. It doesn't matter which side of them, it's pendulum they decide to swing. They are intense. Okay, so what's, is going to be revealed for my Scorpios? My Scorpios. Okay, what do we have here for Scorpios? Okay, what is Spirit revealing for Scorpio today? As we set up for the month, what is being revealed for the month today, for the month? And what do we need to look out for this beautiful Scorpios? Scorpio. Okay, well, you know what? Definitely the month is more about that chillaxing, staying still. You may have thought that this was time to kind of make some big moves, but you know what? It is just telling us that this is what you need to do, is just know that things are good where they are. And you were thinking that maybe a new job or maybe making new decisions and new goals would be what you needed to do. But the truth of it right now, it's a holding pattern. Stay still, stay where you're at. Things are not so bad. Emotionally though, you need to kind of come in to check with that, because one of the things, and one of the things about manifesting is making sure that your emotions are checked in with what you want. And perhaps these two things right now, this month coming up, it's not going to be all there, because you still have a lot of things to work out here with this, as far as double checking things and getting more information before you move forward. And that's what this is going to be asking for you. And at the same time, being responsible before you take those big actions that might have you committing to something that you may not be ready for. So that's what you need to do. And as far as the money, overcoming some obstacles, definitely we see that's why you can't, move forward, because you still have to overcome those obstacles. Talked about power play, and possibly this could be something at work or anything that's related with people. Somebody wants to kind of, show that they're the boss, or that their idea is the better idea. Find a way to come to terms with, you don't have to win every battle. So if you work with that, I think that you're definitely going to come out through March just fine. It says owner, boss, taking charge, making progress. So if you're looking at something in your business or any type of investments, you're making some progress. And you know what? Moving in that direction, making progress, slow progress, is good progress. Okay, the animal spirit guide is the blue heron. Ah, look at that, the blue heron. Okay, it says here, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. So how does this work out with, overcoming obstacles? And as you find that place, where you can bring your point of view. And remember, one of the things here that I just says, taking charge, but do it in such a way that the other person is valued for their opinion. Do it in such a way that when you look at the situation that's presenting itself as the obstacle, you pull people in and not push people away. Pretend, as you're dealing with the situation that's going to come up in March, that those people are you. And how would you be able to stand your ground as you're trying to also value that other person? Because part of you is there showing up to give you that challenge. And if you do it in a loving way, the other person doesn't feel as hurt and jaded by the fact that you weren't giving in because you believed in your point of view too. But if it can be done in a way that you can communicate respect and value for the other person's opinion. And what is the universal message here? The universal message is that divine timing. And you see, it's timing. It's upside down. So as you get through this situation, remember how it said this wasn't going to happen right now. It's not the time. Maybe month of March is not the time for that. And go with, don't resist. Go with the flow. Sometimes that's one thing about y'all, Scorpios. You are so passionate and you're so intense. But sometimes God puts these challenges to help you not get so hurt for being so intense, and just kind of, flow and kind of work with the fact that there's a little bit of you in every one of the people that are in your life, and being able to see that mirror for yourself, and being able to be gentle with others as you would like them to be gentle with you, will help you traverse the month of March. Okay, let's go on to the next buddy of mine on the horoscope wheel. My friends, the Sagittarians. Okay, so we go from a stubborn sign to a fiery Sagittarians who are just full of adventure and freedom-loving, independent. What's gonna be in store for the month of March, my dear Sagittarius? Okay, Sagittarius, what does Spirit have for you? What is being revealed for you? What is showing up for your life for you? And how are you going to take on this new month for you? What is being revealed for you? And one thing about these messages, it's funny that, you get a message and you're like, okay, and then something resonates and it's like, okay, what's going on here? Okay, well, I love this card here. As you're moving through the month of March, it looks like there's going to be issues that are finally going to break away. Things that had a stronghold in your mind are no longer important. And one thing about Sagittarians, once they let it go, it looks like you're not only letting it go from your heart, but you're letting it go from the mind. That stronghold is no longer there, which now is going to activate the Wheel of Fortune. And this wheel is going to just have so many opportunities from, it's just anywhere this lands, is going to land in a place that's going to be good for you. So month of March is going to be amazing for my Sagittarians. And how is it going to be revealed with money? So it says your financials, commitment, long-term investments, partnerships, work together, fulfilling career. Okay, so it's coming in reverse, which is talking about this is not the time to make contracts that's going to bind you with commitments right now. And you might look for the shorter investments. What can you do now that's going to give you something that you can feel that is tangible and that you can move towards and see some quicker rewards. And partnerships, be careful with the partnerships. Be careful right now with partnerships and working together with any business partnerships or entrepreneurships. Pay close attention in March. That's really not the month to make those commitments. What the spirit animal? The gorilla. And he's upside down, but let's look at the message right side up. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Okay, so this is warning you. This is warning you right now. It is really more about your own intuition. Don't let your family and friends stampede over you. That is one thing that you Sagittarians are. You do love family. You love that. The thing is that because you love the freedom, you love that freedom for everybody else. So make sure that somebody's not suffocating you and, stopping you from, expressing that freedom that you have. So that is really important for you. And as you, move through these players, because it looks like this may have to do with this financial commitment or this partnership, somebody's going to try and, force themselves on you, and, you're all about that freedom. So make sure that you're honoring yourself with that. Don't fall prey to getting yourself tied down because somebody wants it their way, or they want to see, that grounding and overpowering you in that situation. So spiritual growth. What a beautiful card as it resonates with this And as long as you pay attention not to overcommit yourself to any deals or any partnerships, and you listen to, you know, your divine guidance, to God working through you, and all the opportunities are going to continue to flow for you as you release all these things that were binding your heart and binding your mind. Beautiful message for my fiery Sagittarians. Let's move on and spin this wheel over to Capricorn. Let's spin the wheel over to my Capricorns, my dear Capricorns, my friends, and I love you very much. Y'all are very groundy, earthy essences on this wheel, and make so much of us just kind of, you know, see life from a very grounded point of view. My Capricorns are what I call the ambition seekers of the wheel, and big businesses are run by some of the best Capricorns I know. A lot of philanthropy comes from Capricorns. Okay, let's see how the money wheel fares for my Capricorns. Capricorn, what is Spirit speaking through to reveal to you as you enter this new month? Capricorn, opportunities, a lot of emotions, and that's one thing that you need to master, Capricorn. Sometimes you wear your feelings right there on your, what's it called, on the cuff of your sleeve, and for everyone to see. And, you know, even if it has a stain, you don't care. You're going to let them know that you got a stain and you're pissed off about it, or you're going to say, what the heck, you know, you're going to shake my hand and I don't care if I've got a stain on my cuff. But you're going to let people know it. And you know what? It's important that you kind of keep some of that to yourself, you know. There's a lot of things going to be showing up for the month of March, a lot of opportunities, and a lot of opportunities to grow in your relationship, spiritually, physically, with opportunities that are showing up. It's going to be a month of growth for you at a very emotional level. And how does this come across? Absolutely. Your ability to manage those opportunities and that are going to show up is going to be paramount to where that's going to go for you in the future. So even though there's going to be a lot on the table for you to take away, you're going to be able to harness that in and rein things in so that it's guiding you and allowing Spirit to guide you, trusting that, you know, you have the strength and the resources and the emotional fortitude and the protection, because, you know, there's gear and there's the crown. So all of this, you know, and the health. So all of this is taking you where you need to go right now. So I'm loving the month of March for my Capricorns. Financially, where are we looking at it with the career? Nugget, absolutely. There's going to be small increase. You're going to have some gains in this month of March. And you're going to, one important thing is really have an honest assessment, but it's also an honest assessment not only of your assets and income and your expenses, but an honest assessment of how you are progressing financially and with your career and with your money management and all that stuff, you know. Additionally, fresh start. You're going to have an opportunity to start building something of value, something that really is important, and it's going to make a big difference. It's going to be what you do in March is going to set the tone for the next 9 months. Okay, let's take a look over here at your animal guide. The honeybee. Whoa, working in community, working with others. That's what I see. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. And so when I think about the honeybee, it's about the sweetness of life and about how wonderful it is when you're working towards, you know, in community and with others, you know, for a mutual goal, and having that forgiveness and compassion, not only for others, but remember, for yourself. Forgive yourself. Hey, we make mistakes, but now, you know what? Let's focus on, you know, this thing that's showing up in your life. And what is the collective? Manifestation. Big, awesome month for my Capricorns this month. I love it. You know, focus on, you know, I love how it has that one little star. Focus on one little thing at a time and draw it to you. You have that ability. You are very magnetic. The earth is full of minerals and this magnetism, and you're going to draw that to you in the month of March. Loving it for my Capricorns. Let's spin the wheel on over to the next area on this wheel, which is going to be for my beautiful Aquarians. I love my Aquarians. They are just full of vision. They have so much creativity and originality, and they're just, for me, one of those delicious energies on the wheel, and I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's up for my beautiful air signs. They just love, they're like, in my opinion, to me, Aquarians are sometimes like that social butterfly, you know, and they have the ability to just be so, what do I call that? They just have the ability to bring so much flavor. They bring so much flavor. But so let's see what the Spirit reveals to us here for our beautiful air signs, the beautiful Aquarius. Okay, what's showing up for Aquarius? Working hard this month. You've got a lot of projects, you've got a lot of goals, and got a lot of things. And you know what? You have the skills, the education, the qualifications, the paperwork, the degree, and the tools to make it happen. And you know what? You are of one mind. You're going to make sure that these things get done. And this month is all about reaching those goals, hitting that mark, and accomplishing a lot of things. And moving away from a pretty, it looks like recently you had a little situation that kind of put you into this mode, but now you're walking away from that strife, you're walking away from those problems, you're walking away from that situation, and seeing clearly the profits that you're going to be making, because you're putting the time, you're putting the effort, and that's going to be taking you away from that into something better, which is good. It's sometimes we all need to know that, you know, when we put up the time, that we're going to get compensated, and that somehow it's going to improve our situation. And the good news for you, my beautiful Aquarian, it is going to be good for you. Okay, money, finances, candle, one candle lights many. Let's remember that. Ambition, you have the ambition, you have the desire, you're taking action, you're going to make things happen, you're going to hustle, and it's going to work. It's all going to pay off. And definitely, if you're in career, management, high rank, visibility, athletic, definitely, you know, step up your game. Know that you've got it, and you got it. Ooze all this wonderfulness and ability to lead and ability to take charge. And that's what March is going to represent for you in the area of career and money. And what is your animal spirit saying? Ooh, the elk. Okay, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. So obviously, let me tell you, no matter what had happened in the past, you are now stepping up your game, and people are going to see, you know, that, hey, you've got what it takes. You're going to, you know, come out shining, and you're getting a lot of respect. And you know what? People are paying attention. They are paying attention to you. And you know what? Don't be shy. You know, let your light shine, and let it shine for others to see. And that light will help others get through their situation too. And you think that you have to do anything. No, all you have to do is work on yourself, work on, you know, what you want to do, and others will be helped and inspired by you. Okay, here we go, romance. So we see that this month of March is going to be about relationships. It's going to be a renewed and rekindled love. And I am really loving this message. You know, you put in some time. People are paying attention. You're lighting the way for yourself and others. Great month for my Aquarians. Loving it. Let's move on now to spinning the wheel. Let's spin that wheel to the next beautiful energy on the wheel, which is for our Pisces. Our Pisces. Let's see what the wheel has for Pisces. Okay, that one fell right out. We're going to go ahead and leave that there. And the next one here as its underlying message. Here we go, Pisces. What do we have here for this new month for Pisces? And one thing about messages is, like, if you know what bibliomancy is, you know, when you go through a book and you ask a question and then you put your finger on it and it gives you a message, you know, that's what this is. You know, you get this message and it's like, wow, you know what, that that resonates with me right now. And, you know, you take it. If there's something that doesn't resonate for you, just leave it on the shelf. We've got so many energies out here, so many of us looking for help. And as long as you, you know, leave that for others, you're helping them. And I know that you have a loving heart. You can do that. We can do that for each other. If that one message is not for you, just move on. That's okay. And what is being revealed for you, my beautiful Pisces? What is this new month revealing for you? Here we go. Okay, well, don't get disheartened. You know, there was a project, and it's gonna, what I'm seeing here, the timing is not now. And be okay. I know that you wanted to get this started, or you wanted to make that move, and, you know, right now is not the time, because you've got to just trust that God's got a better plan for you. Here we see that, you know, sometimes we just have to allow things to move through and flow. And it's better for you, because at this moment, you might have been pushing a little too hard. And this, I like how this wood is showing up in two different places. So definitely be okay that this project is not, the timing is not now. And it's really about you kind of regrouping yourself, kind of going back into this space, trusting that God has a better plan for you, letting go of some old baggage. And apparently you still haven't gotten it all out. So you need to work on that. Once, my friend, trust me, my Pisces, my beautiful Pisces, and I know you're so sensitive, and you know everything really affects you, and you just kind of absorb everything. So find a way, my Pisces, to work on letting go. Don't take it in, because you're going to get sick. Financially, wings, I love it. Rising above the money issues, and your business taking off, and profit. So you see, when you give yourself that time, you let things, sometimes you have to let things germinate. You have to let things, you know, take its time to grow organically. And as you know, take this time to reconnect, guess what? You're going to be reconnected with life purpose. This is asking that you need to do some spiritual work from the bottom up, you know, and working things through, and trusting that God has a plan, and that his plan is really a good plan. Let's see how this resonates now with your animal spirit guide. Okay, it's the falcon. It's upside down, but it's saying act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to what without equivocation. And remember, it's upside down, so it's telling you not right now, slow down. You see this theme, you see the theme, how it's repeating itself. It's upside down here, the hanging person here, the falcon upside down. So definitely it's a confirmation to do some spiritual work, to reconnect with your faith, to trust in the universe, to trust that God is here. The falcon message is not delivering it right now. So it's like, right now, this is not the timing. The timing is not here. See? A lot of this message is resonating. So what is Spirit telling us? Self-acceptance. So we talked about work, spiritual work on yourself. You know, there's some things that you've got to work for yourself, in yourself, loving yourself deeper, loving yourself now. So there's a beautiful message from my Pisces. I love all of you. I love these messages for all of us. And what I want you to do is to embark on this month with all the love that is in your heart. Trust that, you know, this month is another opportunity to just learn more about yourself, and to just move on from the limitations that you might see here, and start a new chapter. So let's do this one message here for the collective. This is from the Ascended Masters deck, and let's see what the message for all of us on the wheel is that we have here for all of us. So let me remove this energy from here, and let's set up the universal for all of us. All right. Krishna. Okay, I love the Krishna message. Find the blessing in your current situation. So no matter what happens, no matter what has been revealed here, whether it's you, whatever label you want to give it, Stay and bring it to the present moment. See it as pure and just live in it and enjoy it and find the blessing in it. Find the lesson and let go and just love. Be that pure love and this beautiful energy, and just give it a blessing. Don't just receive the blessing, but just say, I bless this moment and I stand tall in this moment. I am one with this moment. Thank you, my friends. Please leave your comment. Let me know that you were here. And for a little bit of fun, can you post what your zodiac is? And let me know. Are you a Taurus? Are you an Aquarian? Are you an earth sign? Let's have a little fun together. Blessings. I am Daisy Raisler with Fortune Forecast. Let's have a great month ahead. Blessings to all of you.